Dawson Rider Review.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with a review of SH Figuarts Rider-Man from Kamen Rider V3. Rider-Man is a rider who is also a man. That is pretty much what I know. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging like usual. Pretty standard packaging, fits in with the sort of theme these Showa riders have gotten. We got like a little lined picture of him over here. It says his name here. It's kind of a thinner box, mainly more plastic. On the side here you got a picture of him. It says Rider-Man. On the top it says his name again, Figuarts. Name on the side. On the back it shows you the various poses that you can get him into with his accessories and whatnot. And on the bottom we've got the numbers. Accessories wise, he's got a pretty decent amount of stuff here in this little box. As usual, you have all the different kinds of hands. You have 3 additional sets besides the closed hands. You have holding the weapon hands, sort of. They're like these hands like this. And then you have these 2 different relaxed hands. You have like really relaxed and then sort of tense person relaxed. And then you got the 2 different scarves, the one I have on him right now, and then this blowing in the wind one here. I'll show how to switch them out in a second. They're really easy. And then you got these various attachments for his arms because he wants to join the Handy Capables. If I can get it to go out, here we go. So we got this one here that has the hook on the end of it, but you can switch it out for other ones. You can see sort of here where like the rope is supposed to be wrapped around it, but they do come out and you can switch them out for some other pieces. Then you also have this piece here, which is a little bit different. Got like a blade going on. And then you have his, people think it's a drill, this is like a blender on the go. Like if he wants a smoothie, then he'll just be like, strawberry banana time. No, but you got this one as well, and they all switch out to his arm. And then you have these extra pieces here that you switch out. Right here is like a scythe type thing. And this pops out too for the rope part. And then his little spiky ball. This is actually kind of sharp. Like, you know, you get Figuarts pieces that are kind of sharp, but this one's actually kind of a pain when you're handling it. And then in addition to these, you get 2 different rope pieces for this. You have a longer one here. As you can see, there's a thing on each side, or each end, and a shorter one. And I'll show that off quickly in a bit here. But so you get a pretty decent amount of accessories. So now we'll take a look at the figure itself. Overall, he is a pretty nice figure whose arm just fell off because I switched out his piece. But I'm just not a huge fan of him because I don't really care for his design. But the head sculpt is pretty well done. The compound eyes do look pretty nice here. You can see them. The colors all are nicely done, nice and bright and vibrant. No real paint mistakes or anything like that. And then obviously he's got like his actual face under here. I don't know, he just looks really bored. Like he looks like, bored now. So that's his deal. Then over here obviously I have a scarf, which is attached to this little ball joint here, so you can swivel it around. I'm going to take it out just momentarily for showing off the figure. And then his chest area here is pretty basic. You just got these pretty basic like red, green, silver colors, nothing really much to it. Basically all on black. These little panels do swivel. Sometimes when you're moving it around you do get some inconsistencies in the way they land, but that's really no big deal. Other than that, most of his details are pretty basic, mainly black. You got the silver gloves. You have his belt here, which is pretty nicely done. You have little compound buttons here. The silver looks nice. You got his little fanny packs going on the side here. On the back of him, very basic, just the back of his belt. You do have some nice sort of cloth effects going on here to make it look like his clothes are actually bending. The details on his legs are primarily the same. He's overall a really basic design. It's one of those things where you can't really fault the figure for it because that's the other guy's design. Let's show off articulation real quick now. So you got a nice 360 little ball joint in here, swiveling as usual, double elbow joint here, swiveling at the fist. You've got swiveling here at the waist and the chest area as usual. Nice ball joint on the head and neck, gets some all around movement. Gonna want to move it around a little bit to get his scarf in the right place. So as always, great articulation there. Nice 360 ball joint here on his leg, swiveling at the leg, double elbow joint, double knee joint, and then swiveling at the foot, and then you have your toe joint here. This one's a little looser than the other one, but overall his articulation is very solid. I don't have any loose joints really to speak of. Just real quick to show it, there's little ball joints in these scarves. Just place it in his neck. I don't know, this one looks weird to me. Like, this looks like you put a bow tie on wrong, like a really large bow tie, and it went wrong. So I don't really care for that piece. But it is nice that they are very easy to switch out. So, no real problems with it. Okay, so then like his main deal now is his arm piece. So to do that, as you saw when this fell off, all you do is plop that off and place his little hook arm on. Let's do that. So now he's ready to be a pirate and stuff. It's clearly a Gokaiger reference. No, I'm kidding. So then when you switch these pieces out, obviously I showed you can take the hook out, right? And then let's take, this is the longer one, place this in here, and then you have this on the other end, and then just choose one of your pieces. I will choose this one for now, the little spiky ball. So then you get a big rope, and this one's kind of longer to do stuff with. If you have the shorter one, then you can maybe like have him holding it in his other hand, maybe drape it around, however you want to do that. I don't know, you could tie himself up, I don't know. But that's pretty cool, you actually have a functioning rope. Now it looks like he's about to hang himself. Not just flung at you. See, that's how he does the attack. It comes with actual attack effects. Let me just switch it out real quick. The smaller one, just to show the scythe effect. So once again, you just go in here, and then the scythe part, don't fall over, like I showed you, you have to take this little piece to place it on. So then you can be like, I'm gonna stab you from far away. So yeah, that's all neat and stuff. Nothing too spectacular. Like him, he just fell over because he's nothing too spectacular. But so yeah, that's pretty neat. Like I said, it's cool you do get those rope pieces, and they're actual rope, and you can get some nice effects depending on which attachment you want to use, which one you prefer. I just kind of prefer to keep the hook on him. I don't know, I just kind of like that. He's like, look, I'm a hook guy. But so overall, Rider-Man is a decent figure. There's nothing really wrong with him. His articulation's all nice and fine. No loose joints or anything. The details on him look fine. He's got a decent amount of accessories. The only real problems I have with the mold itself are sometimes with these panels when they get shifted around, and like the gap here in his elbow. But overall, he's a solid mold. Like I said, personally, I'm just not a fan of his design. I think he's pretty boring, and plus he's old, so, you know, new is always better. But, yeah, like I said, I'm not a fan of his design too much, but the figure itself is decent. So I think if you're a huge, like, Showa fan or a huge Rider-Man fan, then I don't think you'll be disappointed if you pick it up, excuse me. He is a very solid figure, and he fits in nicely with the other Showa Riders. The Showa Riders do usually have pretty solid molds. So yeah, if you're a fan of it, I don't think you'll be disappointed, but I'm just not particularly a fan of his design myself. But anyway, that's about it. Until next time, make sure you check out the crazy podcast at Riders, Rangers, and Rambles. Until next time, this is Dawson Rider, signing out.